Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Nier Reincarnation, let's do a Subjugations video. It's been a while. This is going to be for my JP account, my kind of weaker account, which has a focus on Abyssal characters. And then I wanted to do this because the most recent Gale secret story, you have to get S5 in the Wind versus Wind Subjugations. And I had like S1 at that point, so I made a new team. And then we'll play it almost full auto, and then see if we can get that S5. I think you can tell looking at the title of the video that I got SSS1. But I thought I would kind of look at my team, just point out what my thoughts were in making it, and then also reiterate that SSS1 is all any of us need. If you can get that in all elements, then you can max out the Blackhorn weapons fairly quickly. There are higher scores, you know, SSS10 or plus scores, but at that point, you're just getting more antlers to, you know, buff your guys faster. And then for the plus scores, you get the rainbow coins to take the Blackhorn weapons to level 100, which is not super necessary, so it's very skippable. And then in the description for the video, I'll put a playlist where I did a previous full auto clears to get SSS1. Okay, but here, let's look at Wave 1. For Wave 1, I just like to do 3 attackers. So we got Abyssal Sarafa with the Dark Memory Sarafa Spear. I took that to stage 8 using my cubes that I had specifically for this fight. And then in the middle, Anniversary Marie, just because she's Awakening 4. Clearly, I am not sticking to my Abyssals only challenge run here. And then finally is the Handout 2B. She has an attack up buff for the party. Let's see, Marie, she has the Dark Memory Sword, just for strong attacks, strong weapon skills. And then on 2B I have that Fire Fist to buff the attack for the party. For companions, the left 2 I like to do with attack up. And then Memoirs and Debris, I don't know what those are. Okay, let's start the tape. This run, I will do full auto except for knockdown on waves 2 and 3. I'll explain what's going on there when we get there. But yeah, maybe 2B was not a great choice because she has the character skill where she takes away a lot of her HP in order to buff the attack for the party. But I'm hoping that the targeting is in my favor and 2B stays up. But this is the stage 4, no, quest 4 difficulty. So the modifier, the multiplier that we get for everybody still standing at the end, is not going to matter as much. And also this being full auto, we're not going to care about combo either. Okay, but wave 1, all we're caring about is getting to knockdown. So I don't care that Sarafa is using the character skill before knockdown. Or Marie. Okay, but we enter knockdown. I'm going to turn off the speed up, because apparently, if you turn off the speed up, then your characters will do their regular attacks more rapidly. So we get in more damage there. And then 2B, she has a off type weapon. So she'll just do single hits, take less time. And that will give more time to Marie and Sarafa, who can do more damage with their regular attacks. Okay, 2B's still standing, that's great. But here I kind of goofed. Once we change back to the moose, I should have been hitting buttons so that I could fill the time. Instead, I did not, and so gave time to the boss so that he could take down 2B at the last second. Very frustrating. Okay, here's wave 2. This is a more kind of a typical build theory. But in the middle, I have my main attacker. This is Anniversary Yuri. And then on the sides, I have 2 supporters who can also maybe contribute some damage to get me to knockdown. But Yuri, she has the Memoirs for like the 100 critical rate, 200% critical damage. Main hand, that's her own weapon for good damage, and then some like critical up, and then fire damage up sub-weapons. And then we have Summer Gale. She has a nice attack up buff for the party. And then she has Fractured Akiha's sword to like break fire resistance, break defense. And then we have Lacrima Griff also for attack buff. And then I figure I have so many attack buffs between like the weapons and the character skills that my two companions, they have defense break instead of attack buff. And then Memoirs and Debris, whatever. Okay, let's start the tape on wave 2. So here let's do full auto until we enter knockdown. And then I'll explain what I'm doing there. And then if I can get, 20 million in wave 1, then I feel pretty good about my score. We only got 10 million, so I'm going to have to pick up the pace here and then later. And then Griff, his main hand weapon, primary weapon, is the Blackhorn Greatsword. Fire element to like buff fire damage and stuff. That was my first Blackhorn weapon that I kind of built up specifically for this battle. But yeah, even without having, you know, SSS1 scores in all elements, I was able to nearly max that. Okay, so we enter knockdown. I'm going to turn off the speed up and auto after Griff does his character skill. Because I want to focus on trying to get out Anniversary Yuri's character skill again during knockdown. So like weapon skills on the two characters on the side, not going to touch them. And then when weapon skills are charged on Yuri, I'll use those. And then I still need some more charge, so we'll wait for the companion, we'll use that, hopefully get in the character skill in time. And we got it, alright. And then auto and speed up come on again. But yeah, there we had the attack up 100% on Yuri, and the defense break 100% on the boss, so that turned out pretty well. This is a first time run, also. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to get the clear on Quest 4 difficulty. I was wondering if I was going to have to go down to Quest 3 difficulty. But that wave 2, that was pretty good. Okay, here's my build for wave 3. Main attacker will be the Abyssal Yudil, who I just drew, and then his primary weapon will be his own greatsword. And then on the sides we have a Bloody Argo, still great today. He has Summer Gale's sword for, I think it's attack up buff for the party. And then we also have the Fractured Akiha, and then she has, who is it? I think it's Abyssal Leon's staff for other buffs for the party. And then Yudil with his Memoirs, also 100% critical rate, 200% critical damage. And then both Argo and Akiha, they are level 75, so I'm a little worried that they will go down. Hopefully they survive. Okay, big AoE attack. Yikes. Big damage on Yudil too. Okay, but here again we'll do full auto until knockdown. But yeah, sadly, I'm not using any of the old Abyssal characters from Girl Monster. Whoops, there goes Argo. If I were really putting in the time and the effort, you know, to fiddle with stuff, you know, maybe play manually, then it would be very worth to use them, because they're very powerful. But they're more for kind of expert players, because they are trickier to use. Okay, so there, partly because Argo went down, I had to use Yudil's character skill in order to enter knockdown. But again, we're in knockdown, we'll turn off the speed up and auto, and then I'm just going to use skills hopefully to charge up Yudil's character skill. And then I'm going to get greedy here, I'm going to use another weapon skill. And then the reason why this is not going to work is because there was another regular attack in there before the weapon skill, so I didn't have time for the character skill. So 0 character skills during knockdown in wave 3. But it's not going to matter, we're still going to get the SSS1. So yeah, just goes to show that it's not that difficult to get SSS1. This account is about 200 days old. Alright, there it is. And we'll unlock a bunch of missions for clearing different, or getting different scores for subjugations. Okay, here are the results. Of course, Yuri has the most damage, but Yudil's actually not far behind, with no character skills during knockdown, so yeah. Room for improvement, but I'm not going to play anymore. I'm happy with the SSS1. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.